Welcome to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race here in 1963. It's Mexico City, and it's Grand Prix Sunday. We're 2,285 metres above sea level. That is one of the key details of this circuit. It tests the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. The other one is the atmosphere. An incredible crowd, a raucous crowd, and there's 30,000 of them waiting for the drivers at the end of this 2.6-mile lap in the Foro Sol. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, Phoenix, Ocon, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Magnussen, Sargent, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Phoenix. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. No rainfall expected today. We think it'll stay dry. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Copy. Ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just one lap old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:36.0. Ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:35.3. That's Stroll behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:36.0. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. So weather shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry all the way through. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 4.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. That's Hamilton behind. We're leading the car behind by 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The distance to the leader is 4.9 seconds. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Copy that. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. So our best lap so far is a 1 minute 24.4. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining. Piastri's behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 1.6 seconds. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. The last lap time was a 1:28.6. Understood, copy that. Yellow flag. Green flag. Okay, we'll fit inters on your next stop. Okay, we'll fit inters on your next stop. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, car behind trailing us, 3.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:28.8. We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, copy that. Tyre condition still looking good. You've got front wing damage, recommend you box for a new one. Box now. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Piastri's behind. Okay, push, gap to the car behind. 6.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:29.1. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 8.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining. Copy that, hard next time we box. Gap to your teammate behind is 52.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 15th. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 31.4. We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining. Piastri's behind. Our gap behind is 13.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 18 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:29.2. Max is coming in for his stop. They're on fresh softs. They're in 19th place. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 15.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 20 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:29.5. Tyre condition still looking good. front wing's damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Piastri's behind, and the gap behind us is 16.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 22 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:29.8. We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining. They're on fresh softs. They're in 15th. Time last lap was a 1:28.3. We're leading the car behind by 16.7 seconds. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. There are 50 laps of fuel remaining. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. copy that. Hards next time we box. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, gap to the car behind. 19.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 25 laps on their tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:30.1. 20.4 seconds. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Second place, you're in second place. Okay, Piastri just ahead, push hard. Okay, they're on old softs. Norris behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 35.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. We've still got 45 laps to complete here. Norris is behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind. 13.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop. The last lap time was a 1:48.1. Piastri ahead. And gap to the car in front is 2.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 27 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:30.3. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 13.5 seconds. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Right, drop your speed, our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
And away we go, no problems, very smooth. Red Bull no doubt be very happy with that stop.
Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, you've got P5, P5. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader is 15.0 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 41 laps to go. Okay, there are 45 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message. That's P5. You're in P5. Alonso ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Russell behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place is 1.7 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. All right, mate, that's 39 laps to go. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was 2 minutes, 03.6. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.9 seconds. Green flag. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The last lap time was 2:06.6. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Lando ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was 1 minute 28.0. Okay, so you're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Gap to your teammate behind is 11.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 12th. And the time last lap was a 1:29.0. So that's 38 laps of fuel remaining. You're in first position, front of the pack. Norris behind. Our gap behind is 7.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. and that's 33 laps to go. Norris is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 9.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 28.0. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.8 seconds. Gap behind us is 15.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:28.2. Please repeat, you're breaking up. And we've got 32 laps of fuel left in the tank. Piastri's behind you now. We're leading the car behind by 20.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 17 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. For the time last lap was a 1 minute 28.0. Gap to your teammate behind is 41.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 10th place. Your last lap time was a 1:29.1. I didn't catch that, mate. Just say it again. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, our best lap so far is a 1 minute 24.4. And that's 30 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 26.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 23 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:28.0. Okay, so we've got 27 laps of fuel remaining. 27 laps. Coming in for his stop. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 11th. That's P1. Norris is behind you. Okay, car behind trailing us, 28.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. We've got 20 laps left until the end. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Tyre condition still looking good. Piastri's behind. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 49.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 27.1. Three laps of fuel remaining.